It's time for the Hutch CC Blue Dragons on radio. The Blue Dragons on Eagle Radio are brought to you in part by First National Bank, Next Tech Wireless, H&R Block, The Medicine Shop, Pools Plus, Anchor In and Anchor Away, and these Sportscaster Club members. Lowen Corporation, Burning Chiropractic Center, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Green Vision Group, Barclay Plumbing, Mega Manufacturing. Now let's head to the broadcast booth for the Blue Dragons game. Here's the Eagle Sports crew with all the action of the game on the Hutch Community College Blue Dragons Sports Network.
Well, hi, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to a cold November night at the Sports Arena. Glenn Grumman along with Dan Nacarado, and Mother Nature decided to open up the freezer door and let it blow in, but still, it's a good night for basketball here at the Sports Arena, Dan.
It's actually a great night for basketball. Aren't you glad we get to play this sport indoors?
I am very happy that we play this game indoors. At least we don't have an ice hockey arena underneath us as well. So this tonight should be a good matchup as Northeastern Oklahoma A&M comes in to take on the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. Hutchinson Blue Dragons undefeated at 4-0 and NEO at 2-1. NEO, a team that was back here at the national tournament last March as they were representatives of District 2 out of Oklahoma and Arkansas, the Region 2, I should say. And they come in after only a 2-point loss at Coffeyville the other night on a tip-in by the Red Ravens at the buzzer. And they came out on the losing end of that, so they come in at 2-1. This is a good team that Steve Eck's team's going up against.
Well, the Golden Norsemen certainly did play Coffeyville tough at Coffeyville last Wednesday night, as you said, Glenn. And it is a team that last year, I believe, set a school record with 29 wins against just 8 losses. Jeremy Jackson, in his second year as the head coach at Miami, Oklahoma, he's got some good things going for this Northeast. I guess officially it's Northeastern Oklahoma A&M.
Mm-hmm. We call them NEO, make it easier on us.
I like that. Thank you.
And exactly right. And make it a little bit. The Golden Nors, they used to also be the Norsemen, but because of the way we are with genealogy anymore, make it the Golden Nors is what they are this year, taking on the Blue Dragons. If you just didn't tune in to the YouTube broadcast of the early game, the women's game, it was Hutchinson all over Heston, setting some records. 127-37 was the final in that one, and Dan will talk a little bit more about that a little bit later on, especially at halftime. We'll go over some of that scoring for you as well as the Lady Dragons rolled, and they'll get set to travel down to Great Bend. They'll have a 1 o'clock game coming up this next Friday, and they got some good competition down there, so they'll be going in action down there at 1 o'clock. The Blue Dragon men will match it also up at 3 o'clock. We'll have that broadcast for you as they take on Monroe, New York. Monroe Mustangs out of Monroe, New York, but tonight it is NEO that they're paying attention to. By the way, I brought up Monroe College, and that is the opponent for the Blue Dragons in the Salt City Bowl coming up on the 7th. So not only will the Blue Dragon basketball team play Monroe, so will football team. And then guess what? In the National Volleyball Tournament, Monroe, New York, Monroe College is also represented here. They're also in the National Soccer that's down in Florida. So they have a really good athletic program. That'll be next week. That'll be next Friday. We'll talk more about that then.
3 of those 4 programs will be here in Hutchinson.
Exactly.
Maybe we could start collecting property taxes from them. They're
just about could. Tell you what, talk about some of their travel budget must be pretty good. Right here is going to be a good one. The Blue Dragons have off to a good start. Had some nice wins. They had wins down in Liberal. They also had nice wins the other night. Hit the 100 mark for the first time the other night in their win. They got a nice win on Friday night against Murray State. And then Darren Dunn did the game, and you along with him on Saturday evening, and they hit the 100 mark against Labette.
Played well. It was a good action, especially in the second half.
Nice second half of play. Both nights, nice second half of play. So we'll see what tonight has to do with. Red hot from outside is Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown comes in averaging 16.8 points a ball game, but also having a good night the other night with Josh Ursery. Ursery really got off on Saturday night especially. I like to play at Josh Baker. He comes into the game averaging 14.3 points a game. And Saquon Singleton also in double figures with 11.5. And Saquon continues to shoot well from the free throw line at 71.4%. That's something we didn't see last year.
We talked about that Saturday night when you were on your way back from the Blue Dragon football game at Iowa Central, that Glenn Grunwald loves the fact that Saquon Singleton is making free throws this season.
It's going to make a big difference in his recruitment, I think, as well. So that's good to see. It's going to help out the Blue Dragon cause as well as also. Rudy Williams leads the NEO in scoring. He averages 20 points a game. He's a good one. He's a 54% field goal shooter, shoots 33% from outside the arc, and hits 94% of his free throws. He is a good one. Again, Rudy Williams out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. If that town sounds familiar to you, Devontae Van Du was also from Hampton, Ontario, Canada.
Pretty good basketball.
And he's playing for Baylor right now, played for the Blue Dragons here as well. Both teams getting set for the national anthem that'll be taking place here in a little bit. We'll get a break in when we get closer to that part, and we'll bring the starting lineups to you coming up in just a little bit. So glad to have everybody along this evening on Country 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson, as well as KWBW 1450 AM in Hutchinson as well. Brandon Garcia, our chief engineer, back at the Country 102.9 studios, and he'll do a great job for you as well tonight. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with your starting lineups right here at the Sports Arena. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
If you could own a vacuum that would last decades for under $200, would that pique your interest? The bag lady Donna Pitzer has bought out the inventory of another Panasonic dealer and is passing the savings on to you. Panasonic vacuums are the standard for many, and right now, get a top-of-the-line Panasonic Performance vacuum for only $199.95. These vacuums normally sell for $400, but right now, you can own one for only $199.95 with free delivery. These prices won't last, and neither will these vacuums. Call the bag lady Donna Pitzer at 663-4322. General Manager of Midwest Superstores.
Before the introduction of the starting lineups, we ask that you please rise.
Can be tough, so we want to make it easy. We have over 500 pre-owned vehicles available in our huge inventory. How do we do it, you ask? Well, we have available in inventory.
It is being performed by the Blue Dragon Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Chris Merchant.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Sports Arena. Glenn Grunwald, Dan Nacarado. We'll get set for starting lineups coming up in just a little bit. As from the mic will be Darren Dunn.
Visiting Golden Norsemen of NEO. Head guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Number 3, Rudy Williams. At forward, a 6'9" freshman from Huntersville, North Carolina. Number 5, Alvin Canaday III. Head guard, a 6'4" freshman from Jackson, Missouri. Number 11, Gavin Harris. At forward, a 6'6" freshman from the Bronx, New York. Number 21, Khalil Kamara. And at guard, a 6'5" sophomore from Durban, South Africa. Number 25, Samkelo Ele. The Golden Norsemen are 2-1 and coached by Jeremy Jackson in his second season, assisted by Bruce Chavka and Javar Lewis.
And now they'll get the video playing here of the highlights of last year and other former years as well, with all the players for the Blue Dragons. Again, several players back from NEO from last year, and one of them was Ele. Now, I can't say his last name like Darren says it, but that's exactly, it has a little kiss to it, to the teeth. and A-Lay, but also we have another one that's going to give us some twists. That's Nikita Konstantinovsky, and he will be playing a little bit as well, so we'll have to watch how he does as the Blue Dragons are being introduced on the screen right now, the big screen here at the Sports Arena. One of the nice additions that we had a few years ago when he renovated it, Dan, was the actual video boards that were much needed, and you see it everywhere now. Even in high schools, you see video boards that help with the ambiance of the game.
I'm just so proud of this area for having the foresight to invest in this facility.
Here's your starting lineups for Darren Dunn.
Hutchinson Community College, Blue Dragons. At guard, a 6'6" sophomore from the Bronx, New York, number 1, Saquon Singleton. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Washington, D.C., number 2, DJ Mitchell. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Wichita, Kansas, number 4, Jaden O'Cone. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Derby, Kansas, number 10, Tyler Brown. And at center, a 7-foot sophomore from Nairobi, Kenya, number 33, Fred Othiambo. The Blue Dragons are 4-0 and number 7 in the nation. Coached by Steve Eck in his 11th season. Assisted by Jay Syriac, Portland Carney, and Brian Miller. Officials for tonight's contest, Chris Herman, David Haynes, and Justin Seisler.
That is your starting lineups for tonight's ball game between NEO out of Miami, Oklahoma, and the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson. Coach Jackson worked in a health and fitness company in Central Valley, California, called 24-Hour Fitness from 2001 to 2008. Dan became one of the best salesmen in the company, selling over $1 million in new club revenue. And all of a sudden, he just decided he needed to get back into coaching. And he spent the last 9 years, or 10 years, under Coach Dustin Grover, learning and developing, and then he was named the head coach 2 years ago. This is his second year.
He's pretty well established at NEO.
So here we go. We're jumping center. Big Fred gets the tip away, and the Norsemen have the basketball to start it off. There's Williams. He'll take it down, and they'll set up the offense. Wide open corner right with the basketball was A-Lay for a second. Now they're giving off to their point guard. That's Harris. And Gavin Harris will play the ball outside front. To the right side, off the ball screen. There gives off to A-Lay again. Over in the left wing with the basketball. Rudy Williams. Back outside A-Lay. He'll shoot it on its way, and it's off the rim. No good. Towering high for the rebound is Fred Othiambo to get it over to DJ, and Mitchell will bring it up. Let's say hi to DJ's family back in Washington, D.C., listening on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. Over on the right side now to go to Ocone. Underneath to Mitchell. Basket good by DJ Mitchell. Drove it to the baseline underneath. A little head fake. Got it up and in. Dan, nice drive by the Blue Dragons. Jumper the other way. Rims off, no good. Tip try not there. Rebound cleared. Singleton. Blue Dragons on the run. Singleton will bring it down. Just off the Brown. The three-pointer attempt is up and missing. Rebound's going to be cleared down by Khalil Kamaro. And Kamaro comes up the court from NEO. Off to Williams. Corner left now. The shot from outside missing by A-Lay. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball.
0 for 3 to start the game. NEO not finding the range so far.
Hutchinson brings it up. The missed shot by Brown barely rattled out. Will come down the other way. Top of the key against that zone. Coach talked about how they're going to play zone. Othiambo puts it on the floor. Bad things happen when he does that. And a turnover. We go the other way. A-Lay will shoot it up and miss it. Here's Singleton. Catches up, and now he'll bring it across the half court. Blue Dragons basketball. Right side now to Mitchell. Back out top. Blue Dragons working around. Top of the key. Singleton drives in, kicks it right side. Three-pointer out from missing from outside by Mitchell. Bounces out long, and Singleton gets the rebound. His shot won't go, and off the floor, here comes Williams for NEO. Williams will bring it down. Leans it off the glass and ties it at 2. Tied up at 2 apiece. 17:58 to go in this first half of play. 2-2 tie.
The Golden Norse missed their first 4 field goal attempts, but then made the 5th one.
Outside, Singleton dances inside, down low, shot up and in, counted, he's fouled. Singleton with the basket, plus the harm, he'll shoot the free throw.
Foul was whistled against Alvin Kennedy, the 3rd.
So Kennedy picks up the personal foul. That'll be his first. Singleton, as we said in the pregame, has been shooting free throws a lot better this year. Free throw toss is up and missing. I jinxed him right there. Shot on the rebound, cleared out by NEO.
But it is true. He has worked hard at it in the offseason. He's much more accurate this year.
NEO brings it up. That's Williams with the basketball. Over the right side now to Kennedy down low. Underneath they go to Olay. Shot up and good. Olay was able to score it. His first basket makes it 4-4 tie. We're all locked up at 4 apiece. Ball taken away. Here comes Williams for NEO. Blue Dragons turn it over. Olay on the outside. Good-looking ball player. Back outside, a three-pointer on his way, missing. No good. And the rebound, no. Olay runs over to it off the missed shot by Harris. So they'll get a fresh 20. It's a new rule this year. Instead of a reset of the shot clock, it goes to 20. Ball outside Williams. They'll weave it. Harris had it for a second. They'll flash out high. They go to Kennedy, and he loses the basketball. Saquon Singleton comes up with it. Goes over to Brown, and Brown will set up the offense. 16:41 to go in this first half, tied up at 4 apiece. Zone defense again by NEO. Coach says they'll play zone defense just about the entire game. Turnaround by Fred Othiambo in the lane. Shot doesn't go. Battle for the board, taken away by Olay down low. Olay kicks the ball out. Here comes Williams to Harris. He'll shoot the shot from the left hand side. It's a three-pointer. It's good. And a quick three has made it 7-4. NEO on top, and a quick timeout taken by the Blue Dragons. We're going to break in as well. 7-4 your score. NEO on top. We'll be back in a half minute.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coffin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Welcome back. A technical foul had been called on Harris, who made the three, and Brown knocks down 2 free throws to pull the Dragons. I thought he hit the first one.
He made it.
Yep, he made it. Should be 7-6 is what Coach is indicating. I saw both free throws go in, didn't you, Dan?
Yes, they have it right now.
Now they have it right. 7-6 ball game. Now it's Blue Dragons basketball. So Brown with 2 free throws. And Tyler Brown's on the board. Shot put up, missing. 5 for the rebound. Cleared out by the Blue Dragons. O'Cone tries to go up and has it stripped away. It will be retained by the Blue Dragons.
O'Cone does a fantastic job of crashing the offensive glass.
There's a quick inlet pass to Saquon Singleton, and Hutch is back on top. 8-7. Singleton with 4 points of the 8 that the Dragons have.
Technical foul on Gavin Harris turned it into a 4-point possession for Hutchinson.
Ball on the left side now. Kamara. They'll take it inside. Flash pass to the right wing. Go lay back outside to Harris. He'll shoot it up and on his way and miss it. Rebound O'Cone. DJ Mitchell flew by Harris, and he held up the shot, and when he took the second time, didn't have his fluidity of movement. Shot put up by Mitchell in the corner, misses. Rebound cleared the other way, and Williams falls down and travels.
Lost his footing. Second turnover committed by NEO.
Here comes Josh Baker in the lineup. He's from Tempe, Arizona. Young freshman, 6'4", 175, averaging 14.3 a game. DJ Mitchell will take a break.
Josh Baker is an instant offense type of guy coming in off the bench.
Tell you what, you got Baker, Mitchell, Saquon Singleton, and Brown. Those are all quick-to-switch guys. Here's O'Cone, has the ball rejected, back out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball.
NEO gave a different defensive look that time with a 1-3-1.
They'll switch up the zone, but they'll still play zone. New faces in the lineup is Jaden Graves checking in. Also checking in will be Nikita Konstantinovsky. And he will check into the contest.
I think NEO will probably go back to their standard 2-3 zone now.
Especially with the big guy in there. He's 6'10", Nikita is.
Makes up a lot of room in the paint.
So now substitutions for NEO.
NEO, Tyron Collins tried to just kind of check in straight from the bench.
You can't do that.
Got to come check in at the scorer's table.
Maybe that rule will probably lead before too long. Well, long pass down to O'Cone, then he traveled. Caught the basketball, but then he fell down. And Steve Beck upset with the long pass into O'Cone that caused the turnover.
That's right. He wanted a shorter, crisper pass to another open player.
Ball out high, down low underneath Olay. Ball rejected. Saquon Singleton just stripped it away, and Singleton comes up with it. Saquon makes a move, takes it down low, loops up the shot. It's not there. Loose ball on the floor. It's going to be picked up by O'Cone. O'Cone hustles forward, comes out with it, and makes up for that turnover. Good hustle right there. Feet inside. Big Fred kicks it out. Over to Josh Baker on the outside. Nice ball movement for the Blue Dragons, but then they turn it over. Maybe one too many passes there.
They're unselfish, and they are moving the ball well. It's just that you're exactly right, Glenn. That time, maybe one too many passes. 4 turnovers committed by the Blue Dragons, 2 so far by NEO.
8-7 your score, 14:36 to go in this first half of play. Tuesday night at the arena, Lady Dragons already winners over Heston tonight, 127-37. That's correct, 127-37.
School record for
a 90-point whooping. Nikita got airborne, and Saquon Singleton comes up with it with the steal from a bad pass from NEO, and the basket's up and good.
Tyler Brown never controlled the pass. He just kind of directed the ball to the basket, and it went in.
10-7 ball game, Hutch on top. Konstantinovsky had the bad pass the last time he touched the ball, now off the screen. Out front to Graves. And a foul called, offensive foul is going to be called. They'll whistle this one on Ale, and he'll pick up the personal. That'll be his first.
Team third.
So Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. Josh Baker into the forecourt, left side against that zone. Turnaround, shot put up and missing. Rebound, O'Cone underneath. He goes up again as a blocked, and jump ball is going to be called. Possession here will be the Blue Dragons. Hudson, new face in there also, Majak. Queth is into the ball game as well. He is out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Ball comes out to Baker. Baker, left side, Singleton. Underneath, Queth, basket good. Majak Queth with the basket. Makes it 12-7. Hutchinson with the lead of 5. 13:20 remaining to go in this first half of play. Williams outside. Guarded by Brown. Back outside again. This time they go to Graves. Graves on the dribble. Ball backdoor play to Williams. Steps into the lane. Kicks it left. They move it back on the outer perimeter. Ale had it for a second. Here's Graves. He'll gun it on his way. Rims out, no good. Tyler Brown runs down the loose basketball and cuts Hutchinson on the possession. Good job defensively by Hutchinson. Nice pass underneath. Ball turned over, though, by Queth. So he does not get to the rim. Graves has it. Inside they go. Ball knocked away, and here comes Baker. Good defense on Nikita under low. Basket doesn't go for Baker. O'Cone gets the rebound, and stripped away from him. Here comes Williams. Williams drives down, lays it up, can't get it done. Ball tipped out by Olay, though, and NEO gets the offensive board. Ball on the outside, Olay has it. Now they'll settle down a little bit.
The pace probably favors Hutchinson, though, because NEO likes to control the possessions a little bit with that 2-3 half-court zone.
Here's Williams. Ball stolen away by Tyler Brown. Brown will bring it on the dribble. Takes it, reverses it, layup good. Wise play by Tyler Brown as he went for the rehearsal and put it up and in. There's a 30-second timeout. We'll get a break in. 12:03 to go in this first half of play. Dragons 14, the Nors out of NEO 7. We'll be back in a half minute.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com. Go Blue Dragons!
12:03 to go in this first half of play. Blue Dragons shooting a blistering 37.5%. I say that because they've had a lot of opportunities, but only 6 out of 16. But NEO's not doing much better. 25%, 3 out of 12 on this up and down basketball game. And Dan, in that situation, there's a 3-ball from outside, up and good by Harris. And he has 2 to his credit. Cuts the lead down to 14-10. You know the NEO's going to shoot a better percentage.
That's right.
To the right side, Hutchinson works it wide open underneath. O'Cone, basket good. Jaden O'Cone can jump, and there he showed the versatility to use his body to screen it off.
He's an electric player. Will be a fan favorite, no doubt.
Yes, he will. Brown on the outside, picking up Rudy Williams. Williams on the dribble. Stops, pops it. It's off its mark, no good. Air ball, rebound O'Cone off the floor. Jaden picks it up. Gives it off to Saquon Singleton. He'll bring it up on the dribble. Singleton can play point guard all the way to the 4. Last pass inside. Three-pointer doesn't go. Ball knocked out. Back into the Blue Dragons' hands. Saquon Singleton playing safety valve. Wide open. O'Cone, basket good. O'Cone with his second basket in a row, giving Dragons an 8-point lead at 18-10.
That's what that work on the offensive glass will do for you.
Williams back outside. Three-pointer by Harris. Got it. Harris with 3 trays, and Steve X says somebody's got to get on him.
He is single-handedly keeping NEO in this basketball
game. Boy, he really is. Harris with 9 of the 13 points. 1-3-1 offense. Shot put up by Brown. Not there, but the putback by Queth is good. Majak Queth with the basket. 20-13 Hutchinson. We owe you a media timeout, which will be coming after we get underneath the 10-minute mark, which is getting close. We're at 10-11 right now. Ball on the outside, Harris. Rolls off the screen, back on the right side. New face in that lineup is James Bridges off of last year's team. He's out of Choctaw, Oklahoma. Williams out to Bridges, traveled. Steps in the lane, falls down, gives it off though. Fall away jumper on its way, no good. Rebound Blue Dragons.
Shot clock
violation.
Good defense by the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. Love the way that they help each other out. When one player loses track of his man a little bit, another player comes over and cuts him off, and everybody scrambles, and then they recover.
Here comes the inbound from the Blue Dragons. There's your media timeout. So we'll get it in. 9:48 to go in this first half. Dragons by 7, 20-13. We'll be back in 1 full minute.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bauman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
20-13, Blue Dragons on top. 9:48 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson with a nice little run there. Got up by as many as 8. Northeastern's Gavin Harris has knocked down 3 trays, 9 of the 13 points. So offensively, that's where they're playing well. Now the Blue Dragons will bring it up. Brown out of the media timeout. Tyler Brown averages 16.8 points a contest. It's his zone. Feed inside to Queth. He'll step down low, puts it up and in. He's going to be a good one, Dan. I like the way he moves on the inside. A long and lanky kid. Queth is a good one. Ball on the outside. Jumper put up by NEO and a missed shot put up by Kennedy. Out of bounds it goes. Blue Dragons will have it.
Blue Dragons dominating the rebounding battle so far in this game, 16-9.
To keep that going, especially offensively, they've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks. They'll be solid shape.
Tough to rebound out of that 2-3 zone.
This is 1-3-1 defense now. There's feed into Queft. His short shot won't go, but a foul's called. And I think it's going to go against NEO. So Queft will go to the line to shoot the free throw. He shorted his shot, but the reason for it, he was being hung on to, which we were screened from.
Gavin Harris commits his second foul, 4th team foul. Hutchinson has not yet fouled. 9:06 to play in the first half. Rajat Quaff made the first free throw.
Makes the first one. He'll shoot a second one. Quaff again out of Salt Lake City, Utah, 6'7", 195. He'll take his time from the line and shots up. High arching shot is up and good. 4 points for Queft. Check that. 8 points for Queft. So 9:01 to go in this first half of play. Dragons now 24-13, their first double-digit lead. Ball on the outside, Williams to the left wing. They're going to work it inside. There's a bang inside by Kennedy. His shot won't go. Dragons get the rebound. Nice job by Saquon Singleton to save it from going out of bounds. Hutchinson will bring it down offensively. Over on the right side, DJ Mitchell. Follow-away jumper, 12-footer, off the rim, no good. Kick back outside, last touch by Gold, and it'll be Hutchinson basketball. DJ's not quite the DJ he was last year. It'll come to him.
That's
You just
right.
got to shoot yourself out of that
That's
little
right.
slump.
It'll come.
Here's Baker on the outside to Mitchell. Back to Baker. Mitchell had it for a second. They work the left side of Brown. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Baker on the outside. Off to Mitchell. He'll shoot. Shot comes off the front end of the rim. Rebound's going to be cleared out by the Norse. Northeastern on the way. He'll shoot it up from outside. Knock down the 3. James Franklin comes in and just knocked down the 3, and that's what's keeping NEO in the game. They're knocking down the 3-pointers. Mitchell long up the court to Saquon Singleton. Goes to the rack and stepped out of bounds.
NEO Golden Norsemen, they've made 4 3-point baskets so far and only 2 2-pointers. That's what adds up to their 16 points.
Norris coming into the game shot 38.2%. Well, look at those stats compared to last year. They shot 32% for the season. There's a drive to the basket and a foul called on Hutchinson. It'll go against Tyler Brown.
First foul committed by Hutchinson in this entire first half of action. That's pretty impressive not to foul until 7:44 to go in the first half.
O'Cone's coming in for Tyler Brown.
O'Cone, the freshman from Wichita Heights High School.
Jaden Graves returns to the lineup as well, and Williams will check out for NEO. Miami, Oklahoma, just down by Tyler, kind of between Tyler and Springfield, Missouri. Here's a missed shot and the drive by Baker. Gives it off to Saquon Singleton. He scores and scores.
Well executed fast break.
I'm going to have to come up with that one, soars and scores, because that's just exactly what he did.
That was a good description.
26-16, back up by 10. Saquon playing well. Feet inside, back out again. Ale, down he goes. Shot up, no good. Teeters on the rim, and out comes Mitchell with the rebound. He'll give it off to Singleton. Singleton will start the offense. O'Cone has it. Deep right side on the wing. Gets doubled up, back outside. The 3 by DJ. It won't go. Battle for the board. taken away by NEO. NEO comes up for it. He'll drive it down, and blocking foul is going to be called. Foul's going to go against Queth. And Queth will pick up the personal foul. Only the second of the game, like Dan indicated earlier on. The foul on Brown was the first. But this one is shooting foul. It will send to the line Kamara. Not spelled like the Alvin Kamara that we know.
You read my mind.
Free throw shots is up and good. It's spelled C-A-M-A-R-A, and Alvin is K-A-M-E-A-R-A. They'll spin it. Free throws wraps around and down and through. So 26-18 your score.
1-3-1.
Blue Dragon lead is cut a little bit. Feed inside, loose basketball. Mitchell finally got it off to Baker, however.
DJ's pressing a little hard to get some baskets.
Feed back outside O'Cone. Right side, Baker has it. He'll drive down low underneath. Contact made, and they say, nope, it just knocked out of bounds. It'll be Hutch's ball.
Best thing that could happen to DJ is to get a fast break layup or possibly get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Singleton comes down with a little limping a little bit, trying to walk it off as he heads to the bench. We'll keep an eye on him.
7 seconds.
Might have just came down a little wrong on it. 7 seconds to go to get it into Mitchell. 5 seconds. Now he drives in. He'll be fouled.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Get DJ Mitchell to go to the free throw line. Make a couple free throws, get the ball to go in the basket, maybe get a little bit more confidence for those next field goal attempts. Anytime you're in a shooting struggle, you want to get a fast break layup or you want to get some free throw opportunities.
DJ averages 8.5 a game. Free throw tosses up and good. Got that one down. 3 points here. Shooting 21.1 from outside the arc, and that's not DJ Mitchell.
No. But hit a couple free throws, get a little confidence, get your rhythm. Who knows what will happen the rest of the
toss
game.
is good. Got that one down. 28-18. Lead back at 10 for Hutchinson. 6:21 to go before intermission. Ball on the outside right. Bounce pass. Haley. Dribble penetration underneath. He goes up strong and a foul called. Taking it up strong was Kennedy. Foul's going to be called on Jock Queth.
His second.
Pick it up.
Only 3 fouls committed by Hutchinson, but 2 of them by Jock Queth.
You can see substitution for the first time coming in will be Franken Batista. Free throw toss, up and off, no good. Way hard and flat.
Randy Stang always used to say the ball never lies.
You want to talk about somebody that can shoot free throws and teach you how
to
shoot free throws.
He always used to say when a whistle went against you and you feel like it really wasn't the right call, the ball doesn't lie.
Shot missing, but Ale with the rebound. So Hudson, couple kids standing around, and Coach X on him now. NEO comes up with it and drive to the basket, up and good by Franklin.
Strong move.
Franklin with 5, and it cuts that lead down to 8, 28-20. With 5:48 to go. Now they come out and extend that zone into a press. Shot put up by Mitchell, not there. O'Cone gets the rebound. Brown will shoot it up and hit it. 3-pointer by Brown is good. Tyler Brown rips the nets from 3. He has 7. 9, excuse me, yes. 9 points for Brown. Ball on the outside, drive to the basket, layup good. Kennedy just took it right up and in. He has 3.
1-3-1 half court again.
31-22, Blue Dragons with the lead. Putting pressure on now by half court.
If they don't get a steal, they force their opponent to eat up a little bit of the shot clock.
Even though they're behind, Jeremy Jackson could tell that press is bothering the Blue Dragons there. Franken turns it over. So Batista with the turnover. Here's the drive down. Shot up and in. Easy layup by Ale. And a timeout's going to be taken by the Blue Dragons. 7-point lead, 31-24. Hutchinson with the lead. A 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a half minute.
Come gobble up the savings at Pools Plus this November. All in-stock grills are $100 off. Save 25% on CR Plastics outdoor furniture. What a perfect time to warm up for the holidays with up to $2,000 savings on all in-stock spas and $5,000 savings on all in-stock swim spas. Pools Plus is feeling thankful all November long. Don't be a turkey. Shop local. Shop Pools Plus this holiday season. 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Welcome back to the Sports Arena. 31-24, Hutchinson on top. Blue Dragons with the basketball, but NEO hanging tough. And that zone is messing with the Blue Dragons a little bit, Dan.
That's what Coach Eck mentioned in his post-game interview on Saturday.
Ball on the outside. Baker had it for a second, hesitated, decided to dribble out with it. Did not take the shot. It's a swarming 1-3-1 right now. Blue Dragons need to move the ball. That's how you beat a zone, and that's how you beat a zone right there with a Baker three from outside. That was all caused by ball movement, Dan. That was a classic act of showing how when you move the ball against the zone, what you can do. Ayle's shot won't go. Rebound cleared out. Saquon Singleton. Singleton with a lot of rebounds tonight already. The three in the corner by DJ Mitchell. It won't go. Rebound's going to be cleared away by NEO. NEO will bring it up. Ball on the outside. Ayle back out top again. A 10-point Dragon lead with 3:53 to go. First half of play. Here's Franklin. Out of perimeter. Ball comes out high. The turnaround jumper. Good. Nice job by Kennedy. Kennedy knocks that one down.
Kennedy scored 16 points against Coffeyville last week.
4 points for him tonight so far. The Dragons work at left side. Round and outer perimeter. Bounce pass left side. Baker from the corner left. Knocks down another three. You're right about instant offense. 2 straight threes by Baker has given the Dragons a 37-26 lead right now over NEO.
Without question, he's an offensive spark.
Ball right side. That's Graves. NEO works it on the outside. And kick it to Ayle. Mismatch right there height-wise, but they get it back on the outer perimeter. A little give and go to Kennedy. Shoots it up, misses it, but the rebound underneath is put up in the good.
Camara
again. Camara with the basket. Makes it 37-28. Blue Dragon lead is cut a little bit. Outside Baker, they're out to get on him now since he's knocked down 2 trays. Bounce pass, corner left, drive underneath. Drive given up to DJ Mitchell into the lane, puts it up and in.
Outstanding cut to the basket by DJ Mitchell.
And Clarence King saw him and got it right to him. Nice job by King.
Good vision and a good pass.
King out of Lawrence, Kansas, just checked into the ball game. Left side jumper up and on his way, rims out, no good. Rebound, King tips it away. Blue Dragons lead by 11, trying to add to it. Here's Singleton. 2:09 to go in the half. Right by DJ Mitchell. Outside left to King, to Brown. Brown ball knocked from behind, but over to Baker. Floats one, misses it. Rebound cleared Ayle underneath by NEO. A minute and 55 to go, and Ayle will bring it down. He skies into the lane and puts it up and in. He's a good ball player.
He is.
Ayle now with 6. King double team back outside to Baker. To King. Back to Baker. And Fred will check in a second. Feed down low underneath to Saquon Singleton. Basket good. Singleton with 8 points.
Saquon seems to be moving pretty well, Glenn. We were a little bit worried that he might have.
A little gimpy,
That's right. But he's moving well.
Minute 19 to go. We'll see Ursley check in here in a second. A couple other different Blue Dragons. Ball stolen away by Mitchell. And then held by NEO. And his shot missing by Mitchell. He's down at the other end. Here comes NEO. NEO will bring it up. They'll shoot it. Air ball picked up by Lawrence. And then he throws the ball down. And it's going to stay out of bounds. That's touched by King.
It was a great idea by King to try to just fling the ball into the front court before he lost his balance. He just wasn't able to release the ball.
Blue Dragons thought that there was a foul against Saquon Singleton, and for sure thought there was a foul on DJ down at the other end. Didn't get either call. And you're correct about King. He got the rebound, but his balance started to take him out of bounds. Got the throwaway.
Touched the end.
Not in time.
Touched the baseline before he released the ball.
Here the ball comes in for NEO. Down by 11. He'll kick it corner right. Shoots it on his way. Rims out on him. No good on a missed shot. Maybe too open was Kamara. Up the court comes the Blue Dragons. Here's Brown. Over to Ursley. Ursley with a great game the other night. Dribble drive, wrapping around underneath, goes up by Cone, and Cone will be fouled.
Nice drive and pass by Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown brought the defense to him and then dished it off to his teammate O'Cone.
O'Cone at the foul stripe.
O'Cone's one of my favorite Dragons to watch. He's just so electric in everything he does.
Currently only shooting 50%, but knocks that one down from the free throw line. 42-20 to 30, a 12-point Dragon lead.
Over the weekend, he was just such a force on the offensive glass.
He can jump so well, and he hangs while he jumps.
And he comes out of nowhere sometimes.
The ability to time the jump is something special. There's a free throw that goes in, kind of rolled in, so he's off to a good start tonight. 6 points to his credit. 36.6 to go in his half. 43 to 30. Dragon lead is 13.
Not very many fouls committed by either team in that first half. 6 by NEO, just 3 fouls committed by Hutchinson.
Rudy Williams brings it up. Really a high dribble. Williams down between the legs. He goes over left side to Ele. Pull it back a little bit. Gives it out to Williams. Isolates on Brown. Kicks the corner right to Harris. 3 on his way. Got it.
He's definitely not a player you want to leave open.
4 trays, and the lead is cut to 10. There's 8 seconds to go. Now top side, Saquon kicks it in and out of Ursery's hands. Nice pass by Saquon Singleton, but Ursery trying to get set to rebound. Flew in and out of his hands with 3.9 to go.
NEO has time to get off a decent shot. 3.9 seconds is enough time.
James Bridges will check into the game.
Blue Dragons will apply some backcourt pressure to make them eat up clock.
Here they come. Williams will shoot one on its way. Off no good. Halftime is here. Blue Dragons lead at halftime by the score of 43 to 33. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, add up all the numbers of the Medicine Shop in-game capsule. We'll be back with more from the Sports Arena. Halftime, again, a lead of 10 for the Blue Dragons, 43 to 33. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Big texters, heavy data users, helicopter moms, Nextech Wireless has you covered. And right now, we have the perfect deal going on. Here it is. For a limited time, 4 lines of unlimited data cost $120. Plus, you get 2 free iPhone 11s or Galaxy S10es when you activate any 2 devices. So get on down to Nextech Wireless and check it out. Get your free smartphones and unlimited data today at Nextech Wireless. We'll keep you connected. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back at halftime. Blue Dragons lead them at 10 of 43 to 33. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons, big winners tonight, 127 to 37. over Heston College, over the Larks. Blue Dragons in that game were led by Presley Barton with 26 points, along with Laren Mafasua with 26, and also 7 points for Tori Alford, scoring also 25 points, Amy Ogle in that contest. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule. For this one, the Medicine Shop, your place for all your pharmaceutical needs as well as vaccines. That's right, don't mess around with the flu this year. It is pretty bad, folks. So if you're over 65, you can get the stronger dose. Just ask for it. If they don't offer it, be sure and ask about that. It is 4 times stronger than the regular dose for those 65 and older. And the flu this year is nothing to mess with. It's one of those long-term deals. You're out for 3 to 4 weeks if you get it. Now, you still can catch it with the flu shot, but it might not be as bad as if you get that flu shot. So be sure and ask them about that, plus all the over-the-counter products. CBD oil, they've got it for you as well at the Medicine Shop, 14th and Main in Hutchinson. Then you look at the numbers. Hudson got that shooting up to 45.7% on 16 out of 35.5. In the paint points for the Blue Dragons, 24. Off turnovers, 8. And they're just getting it done there. Blue Dragons out-rebounding also 24 to 15. What else jumps out to it at you through stats?
That rebounding edge was the statistic that jumped out at me the most. And the fact that Hutchinson scored 8 points from the free throw line compared to only 2 scored by NEO. Hutchinson shot 9 free throws, NEO just 4. Hutchinson is getting rebounds and attacking the basket and getting rewarded with points and or free throws.
Both teams shooting pretty equal from the field, as NEO is 40.6%, Blue Dragons 45.7%. Yeah, that's 5%, but still they put up 32 shots, hit 13. Blue Dragons 35 and hit 16. From outside the arc, they're red hot. They're shooting 33% with 5 trays. The Blue Dragons have been able to chip in 3 trays. And free throw shooting, Blue Dragons doing well, 8 out of 9, while A&M has not been to the line that much, 2 for 4 for 50%. In turnovers, the Blue Dragons with 9 turnovers, NEO with 8. And that really impresses me with as fast a pace as the game has been. Both teams keeping their turnovers under control. For a ball game, Blue Dragons coach Steve Eck would like to have his within 13 or 14. So it's a little high with 9 right there. But you look at that fast break points, NEO had 8, Blue Dragons with 6. So Hudson trying to pound it inside, get it done there. They also have won the rebound war, like you said, offensive rebound war as well, 9-4. That's a big difference right there.
That's huge. And again, when you run a zone defense, sometimes where that comes back to haunt you is giving up offensive rebounds, and that was the case in the first half tonight. Gavin Harris led all scorers in that first half, nailing 4 3-point baskets for NEO. When you look at Hutchinson, pretty balanced scoring. Saquon Singleton, 8 points. DJ Mitchell, 6. Jaden Ocone, 6. Tyler Brown led Hutchinson with 9 points. Josh Baker scored 6. And Najak Queth came off the bench to score 8 points. So a balanced scoring attack by Hutchinson. For NEO, not quite as balanced. Pretty much relying on those 3-point baskets, especially the 4 of them made by Gavin Harris.
It's been a long time since we've had a triple-double, but right now Saquon Singleton with 6 rebounds, 8 points, and 5 assists has a shot at that. Last one to get it done with Shakur Houston, which, by the way, he plays tomorrow night as Shakur is out at Oregon right now in his grad year.
Already
he was injured last year.
Good for him.
And from UNLV, but he was injured last year, got a medical red shirt. He transferred to Oregon. He's playing pretty well. He had 16 points in the win the other night, along with 9 assists. But he's one of the last ones that had a triple-double. You don't see him very often.
No, you have to play so hard to make that happen at the college level. And I'm so proud of him for getting that diploma.
Yeah.
That's a big accomplishment.
Saquon is doing well, and they'll be in action probably tomorrow night on TV, I believe. Of course, they play in the Pac-10, so we will see. So that's something that you keep an eye on. See if Saquon actually is able to get to that tonight. He's well on his way to a double-double. Only needs 4 more rebounds and 2 more points. And he's really playing his game the last few games. He kind of takes the leadership role, brings the ball up the court, but he likes to slice to the basket, let his team get it to him. He does a good job there, but with the 5 assists, that's huge.
Off the court, such a pleasant demeanor from the Bronx, New York. Very laid back, very friendly. and a type guy you like to be around. On the court, a fierce competitor.
Yep, no doubt about that. Good guy, and we're glad to have him in a Blue Dragon uniform. So that's your stats at halftime, brought to you by the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main, Little White Castle at 14th and Main. Stop in, and if you are not a patron of the Medicine Shop, give them a try. Stop in and talk to Rick or talk to one of the friendly pharmacists, and just try to see exactly what they might be able to do for you. They'll run your prescriptions if you're a Medicare Part D recipient, and see what's the best plan for you out there to do it all for you. That's the Medicine Shop. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back and talk more about this matchup, plus the matchup coming up this weekend down at Great Bend in the Cougar Classic down there. We'll be back with more from the Sports Arena. Hutch on top at halftime, 43-33. We'll be back in 2 minutes, excuse me.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Hi, Brian Bobo of Midwest Ford, where it's Black Friday every day. And with deals like a new Ford Edge with an MSRP of $38,555, sale price of $31,980, and 0% for 60 months, what about up to $12,000 off MSRP on a new Crew Cab 4x4 F-150? Or how about a new EcoSport SE with an MSRP of $24,640, but a Black Friday price of $18,980? So don't wait until Black Friday. It's every day at Midwest Ford, 1100 East 30th, or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
In need of a business loan? With the First, you are promised personal service and commercial lending. Whether your business is just getting started or you're ready to expand, the First has solutions to help make your business successful. We're First for you. Find out how our loan experts can help. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started or stop into a location nearest you. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Sports Arena. Both teams back out on the court getting set to warm up for the second half. Dragons have a 10-point lead. And looking at this weekend, the Cougar Booster Classic down at Great Bend. The ladies Dragons will be playing at 1 o'clock on Friday versus Lafayette. They'll match up against Jefferson County out of Missouri at 1 o'clock in Missouri, I should say, for the true folks from Missouri. And then the Blue Dragons will be in action. The men will be in action against Monroe, New York, the Mustangs at 3 o'clock on Friday. Then they'll match up against Iowa Western at 3 o'clock on Saturday as well. So two good teams that the Blue Dragons will go up against this weekend down in Great Bend, and I like the fact that Steve's playing some pretty good competition this year.
Both the men and the women are playing a tough out-of-conference schedule. Now, not so much for the women earlier tonight, but other than that game, a lot of tough opponents before the conference gets started.
Next action for the Blue Dragons back here at the arena will be on the 19th against Heston College. Then you won't see them until after the Thanksgiving break. Back into the 27th, actually, will be right before the Thanksgiving break, because they take on Coffmanville on that Wednesday. So if you're going to come out and see the Blue Dragons, you need to get out next on the 19th here next week, as they take on Heston College. Dragons here again did a good job against that zone. You could tell it messed them up a little bit, Dan. They weren't comfortable against the zone. You don't see it very often, other than maybe you're really hurting a team and they might switch to the zone, protect fouls or something like that. Not NEO, as Coach Jackson likes to play the zone, and I played for a high school coach that liked to play the zone. We played the 1-3-1 zone. It can be really effective. It can mix up some teams that like to get out and run.
That's definitely the NEO identity, to stick with that zone. They do a couple different varieties of it. They do the 1-3-1 where they extend it all the way out to the half-court line, and then they fall back into the 2-3 that's a little bit more around the three-point arc. But it is a good experience, especially for the freshman Blue Dragons, to face a college, good quality zone defense and get some experience attacking it.
Especially when they do the matchup and pick you up at half court. That gets a little sticky. When they break into the 1-3-1, you got to have a really good athlete running that baseline, and they have both in Williams and a couple others that can run that baseline. And when I mean run by way defensively to stop that ball from getting in there. Blue Dragons have been successful with getting the missed shot and the putback inside is where they've had success. When I say that 9 offensive boards has a lot to do with that. And those points in the paint that we're talking about, again, with points in the paint of 24-12.
9 offensive rebounds makes a lot of magic happen for you.
We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll get set for the second half of play. Blue Dragons lead it by 10, 43-33. We'll be back for the second half of play coming your way from the Sports Arena right here on Country 102.9 KHT in Hutchinson, as well as KWBW Hutchinson as well. We'll be back in 1 minute.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelia's filled with thousands of beads and stones, and with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelia's, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons!
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
Welcome back to the Sports Arena. Just about to get underway in this second half of play. Good to see Cortland Carney, one of the assistants for the Blue Dragons, had shoulder surgery, and he said the hardest thing to do was tie his shoes. And when you stop and think about it, you're right.
Yeah, right.
He's in a sling right now, and
it's amazing when you have an injury, the things that become difficult.
Yeah. I imagine taking the shower is not the most fun with that thing either.
That's right.
Shoulder surgeries are nothing to mess around with.
They take a while to heal. Got to follow doctor's orders. Yesterday was Veterans Day, so let's give a big shout out to all of our veterans. We appreciate everything you've done to help preserve our liberty.
Yep, and as a matter of fact, it was the 100th anniversary of Veterans Day. Ball on the outside now here to Harris. NEO with the first possession. They'll shoot the three and miss it. They get the offensive boards. The ball off the Kennedy miss came out. And running the ball down was Kamara. They'll hand it back out to Williams. They'll reset it. Williams on the top off the ball screen. Williams has it back to Kennedy. He falls in. A little give and go down low and they score it. Broke down underneath and Ale got the basket.
8 points by Ale.
They're led by Harris with 12, all those from outside the arc. Blue Dragons working inside zone. Starting in the second half, Josh Baker. Back outside again. Double penetration. They'll kick it across to Saquon Singleton. Underneath, O'Connell. He goes up strong and gets called for the travel.
That's turnover number 10 committed by Hutchinson.
So Baker starting in place of Mitchell this second half. Well, DJ will be back in there, trying to get his confidence up a little bit. Saw him warming up, and he was still missing. Jumper up missing. Rebound fought for. O'Connell gets the rebound. Hutch will bring it up. The lead is 8 for Hutchinson. Can't allow NEO to go on a big run. Saquon Singleton, nice in traffic. Back outside to Baker. He'll drive around. Big Fred goes right side to O'Connell. Back outside to Brown. Ball rejected. It's touched by an NEO Golden Norsemen, and out of bounds. It'll set now the 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Sometimes the end line inbounds play can be your best scoring opportunity against a zone defense.
Saquon touches the ball. Cutters cut through. Finally get it to Fred Altiambo. Gets it back to Saquon Singleton. Turns, takes it down low underneath. Puts it up. Tip try not there. Rebound cleared down by the Norsemen. Here come the Golden Nors on the run. All the way down. Basket and the end one is good. A-Lane is able to make the basket and the end one. And Steve Eck wants the timeout. 43-37, the lead is 6. And with A-Lane at the line to shoot one when we return after this 30-second timeout.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
18-16 to go in the ball game. 43-37, shooting free throw, I should say. A-Lane, and the foul was charged on Baker.
Jack Clef checked in during that timeout.
Came in for Fred Okiambo. A-Lane at the line. Free throw toss is up and good.
11 points by Sankello Ile.
43-38. This is the closest that NEO has been for some time. It's been quite a bit, a 10 and 12-point lead. There's a drive by Singleton. It's up and good. Singleton in double figures now with 10. They'll fly down the other way, and Ale puts it up and in. He's playing well.
He has all 7 of the Norse points in this second half.
Foul's going to be called against. A warning on the flop is what was called on A. That's one of the new rules. Is it said that Quaith, a little warning on the flop because that's where you barely feel that pressure and you act like you were knocked into the next county. That's going to be a hard judgment call to make. You know what? Ball outside Baker, dribbles all the way in. Contact May, goes up and draws the foul.
Baker initiated the contact by driving it hard to the rim and challenging the defense.
Foul's going to be charged against Kennedy. That is his second. Baker will be at the line. Free throw toss is up and good by Baker. 46-40 can extend that lead to 7 with the free throw here.
P.J. Mitchell checked in between free throws.
Mitchell will come in for Ocone. Free throw toss is up and good. Baker's a good free throw shooter. I'm really impressed with Steve's freshmen. And yeah, they're going to make those freshman mistakes, but I'm impressed with how they can shoot free throws. Their ability to shoot from the outside. Outside on the drive was Camaro. Back to the left side. Camaro back in. Shovels it underneath, little easy layup, and then foul underneath as Ale got the basket. He comes out and flexes a little bit. The foul's going to be called on Saquon Singleton.
Saquon attempted to block the shot from behind on the drive to the basket. Whistled for the foul. And Ale had 6 points in the first half. He already
He's up there with 15.
Has 9 points in this second half.
15 for the ball game, and a chance to make another in one. He makes this one as well. Thought he might have just about missed it, but it went down after teetering up there for a second.
He's feeling it. Hutchinson will have to keep him out, try to keep the ball away from him.
Ball on the outside. Baker right in front of us. Pass inside and trying to use a little triangle. There's a Mitchell three. Not like a good-looking steak, you know that? And you're sitting there going like, should I grab a bite of that or not? Because I was sitting on the rim. I was in the middle of my call, and I had to baby it in.
Well, he had a good touch. He demonstrated excellent balance and body control to stay with that, even though he absorbed the contact.
And bounced and down. That's a soft shot right there. He has 10. There at the line.
He could have a steak after the game.
Got that free throw to go. He has 11. Blue Dragon lead back at 10 again at 53-43. Nice little mini run by the Blue Dragons there. And the Mitchell 3 plus those 3 points. Here's a Harris. He'll shoot and miss. In and out of the Norsemen's hands. It'll be Blue Dragons basketball. I keep saying the Norsemen. It's the Golden Norse. Goes in and out of their hands, out of bounds.
Last 2 trips, Eli did not get a touch, even though he's been on fire in this second half. Got to get the ball to the man that has the hot hand.
Mitchell to Brown. Brown drives in, wraps it around with the left hand, misses it. Rebound's going to be cleared out there by the Norse. They'll drive down, layup. Fucking foul! Check that to charge on Ele. Ele got the basket to go, but the charge will wave it off.
That's not the only way to stop him this half.
Yeah, he's feeling that you indicated that earlier, and he took it down with a drive and trying to draw the foul. Instead, got the charge call. I said the blocking foul, but it was a charge. Baker to Brown on the outside. Hutch still up by 10. Feed inside to Queth. Outside to Brown. 3-point shot won't go. Saquon Singleton with the rebound. Saved over the far side by Baker. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell thought about it. Baker down low underneath. Saquon steps around, wraps it up, can't get it done. Queth, put back, good! Jacques Queth with the basket. Saquon found himself too far under.
It was an acrobatic move, though.
He down low blocks to Canada. NEO taking it inside. You can tell what they talked about at halftime. There's a little give and go down low. Basket up and good by Canada. And he's fouled.
That time Tyler Brown reached in as Eli drove to the basket.
It's going to be Kennedy at the line.
That was Canada, my bad. I'm sorry.
You can tell what they planned on doing was taking it down low in the paint, getting the mismatch. Free throws up and good. So 3 times they've had 3-point plays by way of the N1 from the foul stripe. 55-46 is the difference. Blue Dragons lead it. That's with their new white uniforms.
Good-looking uniforms.
Really are. Feed in to Saquon Singleton. Kicks it out to Brown. Corner right to Baker. He dribble drives. Back to Singleton underneath. Basket good. Swift. Mishak with the magic.
12 points for, we might actually have to stick with that. Magic Majak.
57-46 the score. Dragons on top by 11. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll be NEO's ball. Ball on the outer perimeter. Angles in, pulls the back away. That's Williams. High pass over in the deep corner left. Ele takes it down. Misses on the score. Put back by him underneath, though. Gets the offensive board. Puts it up and in. He's a man possessed right now in the second half. He has 18 points. He had 6 at halftime. Feed down low underneath. Majak puts it up and misses, but he's fouled. So with 14:24 to go, the clock stopped. The Dragons will shoot free throws. Jacques Queth at the line. Spins the ball. Sets up to shoot the free throw. It's short, no good. Upset with himself.
Walked away from that one a little bit quick. And it came up short.
He'll eye the second one. When I say eye, he's staring down that rim. Here comes the free throw toss. Sit up, rattles out, no good. And rebound's cleared out there by Nikita Konstantinovsky, who's back into the lineup. Outside Ele. He's been the He's been the main man in the second half. He scored 12 points in the second half. Loose basketball picked up by Quest. Here comes Singleton. Singleton pulls it back away, holds up. Quest fakes, puts it up and on its way. Rims off, no good on the miss. Rebound's going to be cleared out. And Steve Eck wanted him to take it inside, and he elected to pop it from the corner. Didn't quite get it. Ball inside, turned it over. Blue Dragons come up with it. Hutchinson will bring it. DJ Mitchell, good look at it, shoots and misses. Rebound popped out. Hutch saves it, but back into the hands of NEO. Here comes NEO. Down the court, they'll bring it. They'll shoot the three and knock it down from the outside by Williams. And Rudy Williams just knocked it down to pull it within 6 at 57-51. A timeout's going to be taken. 13:23 to go in this. Did he say a timeout or not? Yes, he did. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. There's more right up. They're going to keep it going? We'll keep it here. I thought that the NEO player came and said a timeout, but they elected that was the official timeout. So we'll keep it here. Just as simple as that. Officials indicated they had to stop play. A lot of Blue Dragons will bring it up. 13:18 to go in the ball game. Reed has cut to 6 again. Feed down low. Cone in the lane, shoots and misses. Blue Dragons have missed a couple little shots in the lane here last couple possessions. Here's the three up and good by Harris. Boy, can they shoot the tray.
That was a long one.
He has 15. And it's 57-54. The lead is cut to 3. Baker to the left side now. Singleton to Baker. He'll shoot it up and hit a three. Big three-pointer by Baker, and a timeout now taken by the Blue Dragons. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 60-54 Blue Dragons. We'll be back in a half minute.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Thanks to Brandon Garcia on the board tonight at BW as well as Country 102.9 Studios. And the chief engineer work right here. The Blue Dragons up by 6, 60-54. They let it get a little close, Dan, and then they kicked it away up by 10 again now. Within 6, so the Dragons a big 3 by Baker. How to get that back to a 6-point margin.
Really, it's been a pretty good 4 or 5 minutes of basketball by NEO. They've had the advantage the last 4 or 5 minutes. The tempo of the game has favored NEO the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Rudy Williams will let the ball roll in, and now he'll pick it up close to half court and take it across. Brown on him. They'll isolate on the outside. He'll drive in, shoot it on his way, and hit it. Williams with a big basket. Rudy Williams, he's out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Knocked that one down to pull him onto 4 at 60-56. Blue Dragons lead it. Hutch works it around against that zone. Pass inside to Quetz. He'll take it inside. Strong move, but not there. Put back is there. That's Saquon Singleton.
Hutchinson needed that offensive rebound.
Singleton now with 12. Driving outside. They'll shoot it up and miss it. Rebound. Fought for between two Blue Dragons. Went off of Singleton and O'Cone.
That's one of those tough breaks where two Blue Dragons had the ball and they kind of knocked it away from each other.
11:54 remaining to go. Again, we're in the second half of play. The fall away by Williams is on its way and good. Cost him 2. As Williams knocks it down, it's a 4-point ball game again.
Williams now has 9 points. He had a quiet first half with only 2, and he normally leads NEO in scoring.
Here's Brown, flash pass in, turned over, trying to get it into Quett. Here we go the other way. Graves will drive down, kicks it back outside. Williams has it. Drives in, pulls it back again. He'll reset it. Collins in there. Karen Collins out of Muldrow, Oklahoma. Williams has it. Shoots it on its way. He's feeling it. Shot won't go. Rebound cleared. Saquon Singleton. Singleton easily with a double-double. He'll drive in, kicks it to Tyler Brown. Underneath he goes all the way through. O'Cone had it for a second. Brown now back out front. 13 on the shot clock. Feed inside, a little give and go to O'Cone. He'll gun it and hit it. Switched on high to O'Cone. Puts it up and in.
Beautiful basketball. All 5 Blue Dragons touching the ball before they got the open look.
6-point Dragon lead with 10:42 to go. Melee out front. Hold it. They'll pull it back a little bit. They want to attack and get the give and go down low. Melee shoots it on its way. Not there. Tip try not there. And a foul called. It'll be over the back. This one's going to go on Collins, who just checked in.
6th team foul committed by NEO. 10:28 remaining in the second half. So before long, Hutchinson will get free throw opportunities.
64-58. Blue Dragons. Hutch works it around the outside. We owe you immediate timeout. Angle. A shot on the outside, put up and missing by Baker. Singleton got it to him. Would have been a nice assist, but on the miss. Blocking foul the other way. Brown picks up the personal.
3rd personal committed by Tyler Brown.
That will be his 3rd. You're correct. Team's 4th of this half. Ball on the outside. Harris has it. Watch him. So he can knock down the 3. Haley will back it up a little bit. And a timeout's taken by NEO. So NEO get the timeout. A full 64-58. Dragons lead it by 6. 9:52 to go in the ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Come gobble up the savings at Pools Plus this November. All in-stock grills are $100 off. Save 25% on CR Plastics outdoor furniture. What a perfect time to warm up for the holidays with up to $2,000 savings on all in-stock spas and $5,000 savings on all in-stock swim spas. Pools Plus is feeling thankful all November long. Don't be a turkey. Shop local. Shop Pools Plus this holiday season. 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Footing Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man White Weiss Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Welcome back. 64-58. Glenn Grunwald along with Dan Nacarado. Dragons lead it by 6. Look at the stats. 46.2% shooting for the Dragons. 46.0% shooting for NEO. That's how close it is, but it's a 6-point margin. With the Blue Dragons on the outside. Shooting it will be Williams. Dragons get the rebound. Outside with the basketball, DJ Mitchell to Baker on the outside. Ball on the outer perimeter. Right side to O'Cone. O'Cone drives in and kick it all the way over to Baker on the far side. Baker still with it. Shot clock at 8. DJ Mitchell comes back outside with it, gives it off to Singleton. He nice inside, gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Williams on the hook foul. I heard Coach say to Josh Baker to get deeper, and he's pretty deep already, Dan, so foul's going to be on Collins instead. I thought it was on Williams. It was on Collins. That'll be his second. So again, he's telling Baker to get out a little bit farther deep. Free throws up and good by Saquon Singleton. Singleton with 13 points to go along with 9 boards. I thought he had a double-double. He does not as of yet.
And 8 assists, so he's flirting with a triple-double.
9:14 remaining. Singleton Free throws up and good. Got them both. So 66-58. And what that timeout that was taken they did use that as a media timeout.
Charged them a 30 and extended it.
66-58. Hutchinson with the lead. Back outside. Williams for NEO. They come in at 2-1. Dribble drive. They'll drive all the way down. Blocking foul is going to be called on Hutchinson on Queft. And he'll pick up the personal. If it is on Queft, that'll be his third.
Tyler Brown and Jock Queft with 3 fouls apiece. Hutchinson has not committed very many fouls this entire game. They've only committed 8 fouls for the entire game.
Here comes the inbound. Loose basketball on the baseline. Picked up by Saquon Singleton. Singleton will bring it up. Isolates outside. Here's DJ Mitchell. Back to Singleton. Over to DJ. He'll pop the three. Off no good on the back iron. Off the flange, and the rebound's going to be cleared out by NEO. 8:28 to go. Three-pointer up, rejected, and the Blue Dragons come up with it. Singleton will bring it up.
Kochek pleading with them to be patient.
Wraparound by O'Cone is good. With the exception of O'Cone with the wraparound. He was talking to DJ when he said that.
When you get that good of a look, you got to score it, and O'Cone did.
68-58, Blue Dragon lead back at 10 with 7:59 to go. Ball off front now. Graves with the ball. They're working to Williams. He finds an open seam, kicks it right side though. Haley with the three, it won't go. DJ Mitchell with the rebound. Good position underneath by Mitchell to get that board. That's to bring it up. Nearing the 7:30 mark. Mitchell with 3 key rebounds in the game alone. Ball on the outside, Baker. Saquon Singleton trying to find the seam. Dumps it down low. O'Cone can't handle it off his hand out of bounds. Good idea. But it just streaked away from him. Sometimes Saquon, in my opinion, tries to do a little bit too much. There was an occasion right there where he tried to draw them to him, and get the dump down low. Would have been great if it worked.
He's a competitor,
yes, he is.
And he wants to make good things happen.
Ball on the outside. That'll be Graves with the basketball for NEO. They'll give it off. Three-pointer put up and missing from outside by Kamara, but the offensive board. Shot taken away by the Blue Dragons. Saquon Singleton with the outlet. Comes all the way to DJ Mitchell in the corner. Gives it off to Queft. Queft flies underneath. Tries to put it up, he does, he scores it. What a basket by Queft. Give DJ Mitchell lots of credit. He saved the ball from going out of bounds on a long pass down court.
That was a tough one to save, too.
Ball had momentum on it when it was being thrown down, and DJ got to it, got it to Queft, and Queft made a fantastic move. Magic Majok doing a job right there. Ball on the outside. That's Graves. They'll whip it left side. Dragons lead by 12 now. Here's Harris. He's deadly. Gives it off again to Franklin, who's in there. He'll drive down. Low ball rejected by Cone. O'Cone got most of the ball, but a little bit of the arm. That'll be his foul on him. A 2-shot foul coming.
Actually calling it on DJ Mitchell.
Mitchell, look at the face Mitchell's making. Because he can't believe it. Because O'Cone took a swipe at that and got a little bit of the arm. Free throw toss is up and good. Mitchell needs to understand that's only his first personal. Hitting the free throw was Franklin. 6 points to his credit. Misses on that occasion. They run it down to get the offensive board. The Dragons napping a little bit on the defense.
NEO has rebounded better in the second half than they did in the first half.
70-59, Blue Dragons. 6:20 to go. Here's Harris. He'll gun and miss. That'll put a board taken away by DJ Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it up. Saquon Singleton, I think, wanting to get a little bit of a rest if he can, and they keep him in there. He'll kick it right side. Baker's three. Rattles good, and it's an assist for Singleton as well, and Baker knocks down the three.
Singleton awfully close to a triple double.
He really, truly is. Ball on the outside, Graves. Kicks it right to Harris. Back to Graves. He'll gun and miss. Rebound, DJ Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it up. Dragons up 73-59 with 5.5 to go. Singleton holds up. Over to Baker. Wrap around. Underneath they go to O'Cone. He'll go up and misses it. Gets the rebound by Queth. Putback won't go. Gets another rebound. Head fakes. Jump ball called. Will be the Blue Dragons. Tell you what, Najon Queth is playing his rear off today. Good job hanging in there to get that rebound. Alley-oop inside to Blue Dragon. Singleton gets the rebound though on a miss. Kicks it back outside. Baker inside to Queth. He'll float one. Not there. Foul called. 5:12 to go. Foul's going to be charged on Kennedy the third. He'll pick up the personal. That'll be his fourth. Queth at the line.
Kennedy the third, the only NEO player in foul trouble.
Free throw toss is up and good by Queth. Queth with 15. Blue Dragons. Queth is playing a heck of a game. Baker was 17 to lead the charge.
Queth doing a lot of damage against that zone defense.
Free throw toss. This one comes out on a no good. 74-59. Tough miss right there by Queth that spun out on him. And a travel call. It's called against Kennedy.
Turnover battle is dead even at 12 apiece.
Kennedy's out of Huntsville, North Carolina. Ball on the outer perimeter. I'll set up the offense. Ball on outside. Over to Baker. Baker with the basketball. Underneath they go. Baker off balance. No good. Loose basketball picked up by the Blue Dragon. Singleton. Ball on the outer perimeter. DJ Mitchell, free ball. His second of the game. He has 12. Just when you needed it, you got it from DJ. 77-59 now. Three-pointer the other way. Won't go. Rebound cleared O'Cone.
Hutchinson starting to pull away here with 4:10 to go in the second half.
With the basketball on the outside. Will be the Blue Dragons. They're working around to Baker. Baker inside to Queth. Back to Baker. Right side with the ball. Dribble penetration by Mitchell. Fall away. Jumper's good by Mitchell. Back to back passes. 1-3 ball and 1-2 ball by Mitchell. Able to get it going. 79-59. Blue Dragons. Missed shot. Rebound cleared. Hutchinson. 3:35 to go in the contest. Blue Dragons starting to pull away, Dan.
Blue Dragons have had an outstanding 4 minutes.
Ball on the outside. Baker to feed down low. O'Cone. His shot won't go. Rebound cleared out by NEO. 3:19 to go. Hutchinson up 79-59. Just a little while ago was a 3-point ball game. Williams.
Momentum has swung in favor of the Blue Dragons.
Off the screen. He'll shoot and rattle out on it. No good. Mitchell with the rebound. If you allow that off-the-floor rebound a little while ago by Saquon, it might be pretty close. The timeout's going to be taken. We'll see if it's a partial or a full. It will be a full timeout. 2:56 to go in the ball game. Dragons lead at 79-59. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is Carter Powell, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
Well, 2:56 to go in the contest. Glenn Grunwald along with Dan Nacarado. Dragons have exploded to make it 79-59. 2 baskets by DJ Mitchell, 1 of 3 and 1 of 2. And then great play by Queth inside has got it done. And the Blue Dragons now set it up in and out of Queth's hands. We go down the other way and up the court they're coming. Ball on the outer perimeter. Ale. Dribble penetrates. Floater on its way by Williams. No good. DJ Mitchell with the rebound, which is Mitchell's 7th for the contest. By the way, Saquon Singleton with the triple-double, as he has 11 assists, 14 points, and 13 rebounds. Feed down low underneath. Basket good by Queth. Magic Mojak with the basket inside. 81-51. Dragons with the lead, 2:13 to go. Hutchinson will go to 5-0 when they travel to Great Bend to take on Monroe College. Ball passed through and turned over by NEO. Tell you what, give NEO a lot of credit, though. They hung right in there and pushed that zone to give the Dragons fits, and finally Hutchinson was able to get some baskets, some key baskets, right down the stretch in that 6 and 5 minute time period in there, Dan, to make a difference.
The rebounding advantage has made a huge difference.
Wrap around King, nice knocked out of bounds. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball.
Blue Dragons have a 15 rebound edge in this contest.
Ball thrown way out to Singleton. Singleton angles. Back outside. Fine feet inside to Queth. Back to Singleton. Blue Dragons work at 12 on the shot clock. Queth has it. Pulls up. Floaters. Doesn't go. Put back. Yes! Boy, the kid's got hops. Love the hops that he has. Got his own board. Put it up and in.
He's been distributing well from the high post as well as scoring.
83-59. Break down the scoring over the last 6 minutes. I'll probably go home and look at that play-by-play because they have definitely pulled away on NEO. NEO had the hot hand at the start of the second half. Back out top. 1:11 to go. And 3-pointers put up and good by Candidate.
That breaks the scoring drought, but it was a long one.
Blue Dragons bring it up. And set it up. Some substitutes will come in a second. I think Matt Mayer's going to check in. I like that kid. And that's going to be just a substitution timeout as Franken Batista checks in and Mayer checks in. Mayer's out of Hastings on Hudson, New York.
Saquon Singleton and the Jock Queth come out to a nice round of applause.
Here's Urstry. He'll bring it on the dribble. Looks right side to Brown. They pass it inside to Mayers. He'll shoot and score. I'm going to tell you something. He's going to be a player. When he gets more time, and he's going to earn it, that kid's going to be a player. All the way down. Jumper up and missing by Williams there. Mayers gets the rebound. Allen quickly up the court to go to Clarence King. He'll drive it in. Loops up a shot. Not there. Rebound cleared out of there by Kennedy the third of NEO. 21 seconds to go. Hutchinson 85-62. They lead it. The Dragons will go to 5-0 when they travel down, take on Monroe, New York in Great Bend on Friday. 3-pointers good by Williams from outside. Rudy knocks it down. Make it a 20-point margin, 85-65. And Blue Dragons will bring it up, and that will be it. Your final score, the Blue Dragons 85, NEO 65. NEO goes to 2-2 on the season. And the Blue Dragons go to 5-0 on the season and win it 85-65 in great fashion, taking it away in the last 6 minutes of play. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We will be back with more and get into the postgame as the Blue Dragons win it 85-65. We'll be right back.
Big texters, heavy data users, helicopter moms, Nextech Wireless has you covered. And right now, we have the perfect deal going on. Here it is.